Hello and welcome to my first time doing ASMR. I am a little bit nervous, so sorry if I'm a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna be doing some very soft talking and probably not too much whispering. But yeah, hopefully this can be a very relaxing experience for you, and I'm gonna be doing my own little spin on ASMR affirmations, so hopefully this can just remind you how freaking epic and skibidi you are. That's what I'm here to do, to remind you that you are the skibidi whistler plus 1000 aura. So if you're feeling down lately or insecure, that's okay. Even the alpha-iest of the sigmas feel insecure sometimes. And it's okay, because I'm here to remind you that you are the most skibidiest and you can do anything. You're the most skibidi riz, and you should never ever let the ops win. You know, I think you're so amazing and you're so locked in. I'm gonna give you 5 fake booms. Boom, 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 boom. Are you aura farming right now? Because, goddamn, your aura is so strong. Your looks maxing. Your attractive maxing. Your mew maxing. Honestly, I've never seen someone max as hard as you. This is cinema. If cinema was a person, you would be cinema. If peak was a person, you would be peak. Peak cinema, in fact. If you were a cheese, you would be the drippiest. Not just drippy cheese, the drippiest of cheese to ever exist. And I'm not just saying that. I truly, truly, truly believe that you are the drippiest of cheeses. And anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish as long as you lock in. When you're locked in, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can stop you. Not even the strongest of ops. Not even the strongest of ops. When you lock in, all of your dreams can come true. You can become even more rizzy than Baby Gronk. More rizzy than Baby Gronk. That's crazy. I'm so proud of you. You know, there's not many people I'd hawk tour for, but you know, I'm just gonna leave that thought in the air. I'm not gonna elaborate on it. Hawk tour. I'm just saying, like, if I was gonna hawk tour, not that like I would. It's just like a hypothetical. It's just hypothetical, guys. Anyways, yeah, you're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax. I just wanna be your Sigma. Okay, sorry. I told you this is new to me. Anyways, I just want to take a moment to say So those of you watching right now who are maybe feeling especially under the weather, like those of you who live in Ohio specifically, yeah. If you feel like life is edging you from all the good things, I just want to remind you that you're so strong. You know, if life is edging you, if life is gooning you, just know that it's for a reason, and that hopefully on the other side is something great waiting for you. Coom. Coom indeed. I'm joking, but no, for real, like, if life is edging you, that just means the release is gonna be better. I don't know. Trying to make brainwell affirmations is hard. Everything just becomes kind of horny. Everything becomes really horny, I swear. I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay. Rewind a little bit. Yeah, you know what? It's okay. To feel frustrated with your life when it's edging you. You know, I think it's like the saying, great things come for those who wait. And I think that even if things aren't going your way right now, that things can always go better in the future. As Annie said, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow, you're only a day away. Yeah. And I think that hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. And I believe it can be. Because you deserve great things, even if you don't think you're worthy of them right now. I believe it. I think that you're peak. And I think that you deserve very epic W's. If life is giving you L's, that's okay, because people love to root for an underdog, and soon you're gonna be collecting those dubs like Phantom collects his taxes. And once you're done collecting your dubs, once you're done eating all the fries in the bag, you can gritty on the ops. You're gonna be grittying on your ops. Anyone who was ever mean to you, didn't believe in you, was unkind to you, you can just gritty on them. Who's gonna be laughing now? Not them. They're being grittied on. That's like a humiliating experience. Have you ever been so down, so not down bad? Sorry. I'm trying to clear my throat really quietly. It's kind of hard. I was like, before I was recording this, I was like clearing my throat. Fuck, okay, sorry. What was I saying? Oh, you've ever been so down that you're like basically in the trenches. You're in the Family Guy death pose. Family Guy death pose. Someone comes and dances on top of you, specifically grittying. That's a humiliating experience. There's no coming back from that. Your reputation is ruined. you need, quite frankly, you need to go into some type of protection program, witness protection program, because honestly, like, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're fried. But let's take ourselves out of that scenario. Because you're not cooked. You're not fried. You, yes, you specifically, I'm talking to you right now. Yeah, you watching me right now? Hi, you, I'm talking to you and you think, oh, is Suko talking to me? Yes. Chat, I'm talking to you. You specifically. Not anyone else watching the stream, but specifically you. You're the grittier. You're the one grittying. So there's no humiliation for you, because you're a winner. You're collecting them dubs, you're collecting them fries, and you're doing the grittying. You're the grittying on your ops. And your ops, they're never coming back from that. So just remember that. The next time you're feeling unskippity, the next time you're feeling like Ohio, just remember that you can just gritty on the ops again. And I believe in you. I'm the Livy to your baby Gronk. I'm gonna be your cheerleader. I believe in you. I will give you plus 1000 aura. Yes, I can give you aura. I'm an aura fairy. Plus 100 aura again. If you keep watching my stream, I'll give you even more aura. Holy moly. Isn't that so generous of me? All you have to do is listen to my voice. And automatically, you're aura farming. And also, your dick is probably growing like a lot right now, I'm just saying. Yeah. Like, aura is basically the new big dick energy or whatever the fuck. Anyways, Hawk Tua was about bringing people together. I can't believe she ruined it. Crypto scam. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm here now. And when I say Hawk Tua, I'm not gonna scam you with crypto. I'm just giving you plus aura. So, yeah. I'm bringing people together. I'm giving them aura, bringing them together. I think it's so lovely how brain rot can bring people together. Hawk Tua can bring people together. Skippity. The power of skippity. And look what happened. Bring people together brings the best kind of people together. Because psychopaths are so epic, so Sigma, so Rizzler coded. It's crazy. I think it just goes to show, you know, like-minded people find each other. And here we are. And psychopaths, I just want to say it, you're so cool. You're like if an alpha and a sigma had a baby, that would be you. Because you're just the most sigma, alpha, skibbity, riz. Looks maxed. Peak. Mewing coded. Ever. I've never seen anything like it. And you know, sometimes it can be easy to forget, you know, when you're so locked in, because I know all of you are locked in, working so hard, so locked in, grind maxing, right? When you're so locked into life, you're just, trying your best, it can be really easy to forget that you are the Rizzler. And that's not cap. There's no cap. You really are the Rizzler. And you're so Sigma. But yeah, it can be easy to forget. And that's totally understandable. Which is why I'm so happy you're here today, listening to my Discord kitten voice tell you that you too are so skibbity, so Rizzler, so Sigma. If there's two wolves inside of you, don't let the ops control them. The two wolves inside of you, the one who's gonna win is the one who gets to eat the most drippy cheese. So don't let your ops eat your drippy cheese. You're doing such a good job listening. Chat, I'm gonna give you 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. I gave you a 6th boom because I don't know how to fucking count. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. Anyways, yeah. I've just been mewing, Whenever I mew, I think of you. I think of you, chat. Because you guys are the best at mewing. You really are. Every time, you X the X, I hate to admit it, but it's kind of like mewing. It is a cat, after all. It's a scary cat, but it's a cat, and cats meow, and mew sounds like meowing, so it's a logical jump to make, I think. I know how to read, by the way, and I use my reading skills to know how to spell mew. And chat, I know that you mew also because every time I see you, you're out mogging the ops. You're out mogging all of the haters. And, I just think that's so inspiring. I hope one day I can mog as hard as you guys. Cause, even when life is edging you, you're still mogging your way through life. And I think that's really admirable. You're grittying through life. You just need to remember that you can gritty through life. And that's okay. And sometimes, you can bed rot. And that's okay too. You shouldn't become your own op. Life is already full of ops. You do not need to become your own op. If you need to take a break, you need to bed rot max. That's okay. It's okay to need a break. It's okay to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. Said a great poet, Hannah Montana. Hannah Hawk Tua. You guys are so good at listen maxing. Thank you for listen maxing to me. And I hope I am reminding you of how Sigma you are, because I know my words, they can be pretty goofy, silly, and you can think, Suko is just capping. She's just capping, and I'm here to tell you that I'm not. Because I genuinely really appreciate all of you being here and listening. Because at the end of the day, I am just a silly. I'm just a silly girl failure femcel. But if I can, make you smile or remind you that you are peak, then that means a lot to me. And I'm kind of, grind maxing through my life because of you guys. Genuinely, this community, the Sukopaths, are so welcome maxing and so locked in that it inspires me. It reminds me that there are good people out there. There are fellow Rizzlers who are kindness maxing and welcome maxing and support maxing. And that's really cool, because when there's a lot of ops in life, or even if you're your own op, even if you're brainworms, you're parasite, wink, walk, wink, walk. If your parasite is telling you that you're not the Rizzler, that you're not Baby Gronk, that you're cringe, if your brainworms are telling you that, it can be really hard to think that just the small things you do mean a lot, because they mean a lot to me. Genuinely. You might think the small things sometimes don't matter, but they really do. Just listening to me right now or leaving a nice comment, it really means a lot. And I think that goes for even outside of this. If I am to hope that others feel a similar way to how I do, small things can mean a lot, in your everyday life with your friends, family, strangers. A please or thank you or a pleasant interaction between strangers can turn an L day into a W day. It can turn slop into peak. And sometimes when I'm in my bed rotting mood and I'm not mental health maxing, small things like that help a lot. So even if you think you're not the most important Rizzler out there, your Riz still matters, your aura still matters, and it at least matters to me. Yeah. And your cheese is really drippy. I said it. I said what I said. But yeah, I'm using brain words, but I hope everything I'm saying is making sense still. I hope it is, because I'm definitely not capping, and I'm being so for real, and I think that sometimes you need to romanticize your life, You need to cinema your own life. Can we get a cinema in chat? Sometimes you go to the movie theater and you see a movie and it's so ass cheeks. It's not good. But you know, you had a popcorn, and you had your soda, maybe some red vines. That's my favorite movie theater snack. I would eat some red vines so good right now. Anyways, you know, and that kind of made it peak. That kind of made it cinema. And sometimes, you know, life is slop. But you can make it peak, you know? You treat yourself to some snacks, some red vines, and it kind of makes the slop worth it. Or you know, you bring a friend to the movie too, and it's so bad, it's good. It's so bad you start laughing. But you know, having a friend there with you, having someone to laugh with, makes it worth it. It makes it peak. So, gonna get a cinema in the chat once again, because we're gonna romanticize our lives. I'm cinemizing my life. I'm cinemizing my life because I can, because I am powerful like that. I have so many aura points because I goon max, and that's okay. It's okay to goon max. If my parasite in my brain says, Suko, you should be ashamed for goon maxing. You should be ashamed for being cringe. I remind the brainworms that I am Sigma. I am Skivity. I am locked in. And that it's okay to goon. It's okay to bed rot a little bit. It's okay to have your ups and downs, your W's and your L's. And that once you can accept that, then you can gritty through life. Once you accept that in life, there are W's and there are L's, and there can't be L's without W's, and W's without L's, then you can never gritty through life. Unfortunately, you can't gritty through life if you're not willing to accept that. Sometimes you take an L. Sometimes you try something new and you take an L. And that's okay. You know, you're not gonna be perfect the first time. You know? Is your gyat gonna be the fattest if you never work out? No, you're not gonna have the fattest gyat. You know, you're gonna have a mid gyat, and that's okay. You know, the people with the fattest gyat mew the hardest. And, you know, mogging, mewing all the time is hard. It's hard to mog max all the time. It takes effort. You don't have to have the biggest gyat. Just think about it. Any gyat is a good gyat. You're gonna complain that, like, a good gyat, like an 8 out of 10 gyat isn't a 10 out of 10 gyat? No, I'm just gonna be happy that... I'm just happy to be holding some gyat, you know? And I think that's what it comes down to, you know? Cinemification of your life. Cinema. Cinema. Peakification of your life. Peak. 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 Cinema. Peak. The cinemification is that you don't have to have the fattest yacht. You don't have to have the most expensive Lambo. Today, I saw a dog wearing a Gucci dress. That is unrelated, but oh my god, that dog was wearing an outfit more expensive than mine. I was wearing my goddamn pajamas to the grocery store and I saw a dog wearing a Gucci dress! What kind of dog wears a Gucci dress? Okay, I'm sorry. You don't have to wear a Gucci dress to slay, okay? If you want to slay the day, you can slay the day. Your pussy doesn't have to be the wettest. Your yacht doesn't need to be the fattest. Your wrist doesn't even need to be the rizziest. Because you're your own unique combination of skibbity riz and goon maxing and dump truck and drippy cheese and monster energy and low taper fade and you know, your own wonderful combination of all of those things, you know. And that's what makes you special. That's why you don't need to be the best at anything or the most whatever. You're good enough as you are. Genuinely. Just you existing is skibbity enough. If all you did today was get out of bed, that's skibbity enough. If all you did today was not even get out of bed, that's skibbity enough too. Surviving is very skibbity, even when it's hard. Even when surviving itself feels like the op. I'm proud of you for sticking with it, because it is hard. Not everyone can do it, you know? But you did it today, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for staying skibbity and existing. Existing to see another sunrise on a skibbity day. To goon again. Just goon one more time. And that's no cap. Cap. No cap. And I think that's really I think that's really cool that you're surviving. You know, just for surviving, I'm gonna give you 3 big booms. Boom! 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 You're just a chill guy, chat, you know? You're just a chill guy. And sometimes it's hard to stay chill. But when you do, that's really cool. But yeah, it's okay to not be a chill guy all the time, because sometimes when you're not a chill guy, it just means that you care a lot. But caring is skibbity. Caring is riz. And sometimes even when you care about things, you can be a chill guy too. That's so skibbity. Very epic skibbity to be a chill guy like that. When you're a chill guy, you're aura farming. You know, in fact, just for being here and listening for this long, I'm gonna give you plus 100 aura. And actually, for a limited time offer, I'm actually gonna double it and give it to the same chatter. So actually it's plus 200 aura. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Even though I'm just a lowly Discord kitten, I'm so generous. Chat, is this real? Enjoy your plus 200 aura. You're very, very, very welcome. And you know, yeah, I'm giving you the plus 200 aura because I'm very grateful. I'm very appreciative because you're here listen maxing to me, and you know, sometimes there would be other people who would listen to me yap 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 and you know would say, girl, just put the fries in the bag, but you're not, you know? Or maybe some of you are, but at least some of you aren't. I have to believe that some of you aren't just telling me to put the fries in the bag. So, thank you. Thank you for listen maxing and listening to me Haktua. I should do a Haktua ASMR. Haktua. Can we get a peek in chat? Cause I think that was cinema. Haktua. Cinema. Peek. Let me drink some water. I'm very sorry. I've been talking for a while and I'm not very used to this, but hopefully it's skippity so far. Nom nom nom. Use code bottom for 10% off your gamer subs order. What was that? Who the fuck said that? Wink wonk. Wink wonk. You know, as we take this, as I took that little water break, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do some wink wonk ASMR, I think, you know. Wink wonk. 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 Blink blink. We unlocked a new word. Blink blink. Blink wonk. Blink. Blink. Wink. Blink. Wink wink. Wonk wonk. Blink wonk. Wink wonk. Wink wonk. Wink wonk. I'm winking. I'm wonking. Hey, I'm wonking here. Hey, I'm wonking here. Wink wonk. Wink wink. Wonk wonk. Wink wonk. Wink wonk. Blink blink. Blink blink. Blink. Bleh. 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 Wink wonk. Wow. Blink wonk. Blink. Bleh. Plink, 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 plink. Okay, I think that's enough of that. I'm not laughing, I'm taking this very seriously. Very, very seriously. This music is really nice, actually. It's actually quite relaxing. Oh. So, are y'all goon maxing? I hope so. In a hypothetical way, theoretical way, strictly hypothetical. Anyways, are you guys paying your Suko tax? It's even better than Phantom tax, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you right now, it's even freaking better than Phantom tax. It's Suko tax. Yeah. And it's not a cult. It's better than a cult. Are you guys XDX maxing? XDX. XDX. You guys are definitely XDX maxing. I can already feel it. You know, I've been recording for over 40 minutes now. I'll be honest. I did not expect to be able to make brain rot affirmations that long. I'm sorry if it was kind of awkward. I was really trying to come up with like funny ways to say certain things. But oh my god, it probably sounds so stupid. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna, you know, obviously talk more casually now. But yeah, I wonder if anyone's actually gonna sleep to that. That would be really funny. I hope you have funny dreams. I hope you have funny brain rot dreams. I love this song. Okay, I have to hum along with this one. Okay, this is sweater weather. Even just talking like this is kind of making me sleepy too. I'm not used to being this relaxed and this quiet, especially when recording or streaming. This is very different for me. You know, I worry sometimes that if I am more low energy, that people won't think I'm as skittery. But hopefully you guys still think I'm pretty skittery, even when I'm not farming as much aura, and I'm not hyper-maxing. I'm not hyper-maxing. But I imagine that during the subathon, I will probably have my more high energy and my more low energy moments, and that's okay. It's just the reality of things. And that, honestly, I should probably listen to my own advice if I'm gonna be making a brain rot affirmations. ASMR, I should listen to my advice and just accept that I will have my dubs and my L's, and that doesn't mean I should stop locking in. You know, just because sometimes things don't work out the way I want them to. So, yeah, obviously everything I said earlier, it's easier said than done. Actually, no, it was actually very hard to come up with brain rot things to say. Okay, but you know what I mean. It's easier said than done to romanticize your own life and you know, to lock in and be on the grind set or whatever, but I think when you can, you know, I'm proud of you. Genuinely. It's hard. It's hard to lock in. It's hard to gritty on the ops, you know, sometimes you're sensitive, your feelings get hurt. It's okay. That's why I also said it's totally okay, you know, to be a little cringe sometimes. You know, to make mistakes. You don't always have to be perfect. You don't always have to be epic Rizzler. Sometimes, you know, you're gonna be a little bit of a beta. Ooh, yeah, I said it. I'm not a Sigma or an Alpha. I'm not even a beta. I'm a fucking Omega, bitch. And I can accept that, you know? I'm not living the life of an Alpha. But in my own Omega ways, I can get my own dubs, you know? I'm setting my expectations low for myself. But, yeah. Anyways, like I said, easier said than done. The brain worms can be really powerful, and the parasites can be very powerful. But, as long as you live to see another day, that's another day to try and beat the ops. It's another day you get to try to lock in again. It's another it's another skibbity you get to riz. Maybe another yacht you get to see. Maybe tomorrow will be a surprise cinema. You know, one of those movies that it's so bad it's good. Or maybe tomorrow it's gonna be mid. But like I said, you gotta buy, you know, maybe buy some popcorn. Have a sip of your soda. Remind yourself that even if the movie is mid, that at least you have a sip of soda. At least you get some yummy popcorn. Oh fuck, I'm hungry now. I'm thinking about popcorn like shit. I love movie theater popcorn. You know what's peak? Movie theater popcorn. Movie theater popcorn is so peak. You know what? I'm gonna make a popcorn. I'm gonna make popcorn. Yo, I'm gonna make some popcorn. See? I'm making my own popcorn. Sometimes you can't go to the movie theater because it's 3 fucking a.m. and you accidentally, you know, took a nap for 3 hours instead of 1 hour. So now you have to stay up late recording, and you know, the movie theaters are closed. But you have a stove, you have popcorn kernels and butter, and salt. You gonna make your own damn popcorn. So yeah, when life is edging you, make movie theater popcorn. When life gives you lemons, read a lemon. If you know what I mean. Wink wonk. actually kind of fun. Maybe in the future it would be nice to write out more like scripts and stuff. I'm just kind of spitballing now. What song is this? Wake Me Up by Avicii, god damn it. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. I can't deny. It's catchy as fuck. I can't deny that song is kind of catchy. Anyways, yeah. Maybe one day I'll do like a proper ASMR affirmation and be more genuine. But I feel really awkward about it, which is honestly why I feel like I'm more comfortable making the brain rot affirmations. I want to say nice things, but at the same time, saying them really genuinely is like kind of awkward for me. I'm realizing I sound like a tsundere, but I'm I'm totally not. I'm just like, fuck, I'm like worse than a tsundere. Like, like a tsundere is like, you know, like an anime trope, right? Where if a girl doesn't know really how to express her feelings, she can act kind of aggressive toward like the love interest, you know? So act kind of aggressive or standoffish or closed off towards her love interest. But then only until later, like, you know, maybe she'll have her little moments where affection will peek through. But, you know, also part of what makes it like a cute trope is that she's usually kind of like shy about her feelings, you know, towards the main character. Anyways, everyone loves a good tsundere trope, even though it's kind of embarrassing to be in the shoes of a tsundere. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But I'm fucking worse than a tsundere. I'm not even like, chat, it's not even like I like you or anything. I'm like really cringe about it. I'm like, oh, I can't show my feelings genuinely, so instead of being like, oh, I like you guys, I think you're really cool, because that sounds... Ew! Sounds too parasocial. Way too parasocial. Sorry, I'm just cringing at myself. You know, I have to say shit like, oh, you're such a wrestler. Oh, chat, you're so skibbity. Chat, you're so freaking skibbity and amazing and a wrestler. And, if you were Phantom, I'd pay all my taxes on time. And, ooh, you're so looks maxing, like, why am I like this? Why am I worse than a tsundere? Like, I feel like becoming a tsundere would probably be a step up for me. Becoming a tsundere would be a step up from whatever girl failure existence I live right now. Whatever femcel girl failure existence I'm living. Being a cringe tsundere is like the least of my worries. Being a cringe tsundere is the least of my worries, chat. Meow. I don't know why I am this way. Probably my own parasite. My own parasite in my brain is telling me to say these things. But yeah, I think you guys are skibbity or whatever. But if I tell you that straight up, and if I tell you that especially live on stream, you're gonna, you know, I don't know, get a big ego about it or something. And I'm not gonna know how to react. I'm already such a doormat. If you guys get more of an ego, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It would be Jover. It would be so Jover for me. It already is Jover for me. But like I said, you know, you gotta cinemafy your own life, and cinemify being a girl failure. I cinemify taking L's, you know? Sorry, that was loud. I was trying not to laugh. Okay, sorry. What I was trying to say is, yeah, I cinemify my own life all the time. You know? I cinemify being a girl failure, romanticize being a girl failure. It makes me feel a little better about my own life. It makes it less saddies, and it makes it less pathetic. You know, just let me have my dubs, the small dubs in life. Let me have my dubs. Please. Please. A dub is a dub to me, and that's all that matters. My own perspective. A dub is a dub to me, and if you're a freaking alpha male gym maxing epic skibbity rizzler, if any of those words apply to you, you know, you might look at my life and think, what a pathetic existence. What a pathetic, shriveled little worm of an existence does Suko live. But you know what? I like my shriveled worm existence life. I might be at the bottom of the barrel, but you know what? I choose to be here. Being a bottom is fun, okay? And being, you know, some people may call it lazy. I call it pillow princess, okay? I just know that I'm a princess and I know what I deserve. But anyways, yeah, let me take my dubs and leave me in peace. And I'll let you take your dubs, chat, and you can take them in peace. Anyways, I think this about wraps it up. I've been recording for almost an hour. And thanks for listen maxing. Thanks for aura farming with me. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out. Not to be cringe, but I might be a little parasocial with my psychopaths. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit parasocial with my psychopaths. And genuinely, all of you guys being here is the best thing I could ever wish for. Having a community like you guys is the best thing I could ever wish for. Like, whether it's during stream, in my chat, in VCs, during gaming nights or movie nights, at my meet and greets, when I get to like actually meet you guys IRL, when, you know, I get comments about my music, really insightful comments about, you know, how you guys think of my lyrics, or all the kind messages you guys leave in the Discord once I'm done streaming, like literally every freaking day, the essaying you guys do, like, it reminds me that I am worthy and that I am a skibbity, so thank you, genuinely. I would not believe in myself this much, or have this much confidence to stream and make music and be my cringe self without you guys. All of your guys' aura is so nice and so welcoming and so fun. You guys are genuinely like the funniest chat, the funniest community I've ever had. I love hanging out. I love playing games with you guys. I love yapping with you guys. So, thank you so much for being here and watching Suko Radio. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember to stay skibbity. Yeah. Bye. Wink. Wonk. Wink wonk. Wink. Wonk. Wink wonk. Wink wonk. Enjoy Suko Radio. Bye.